Okay, out here today with the Glock 43X. Picked this one up, and I have the 43. You can see these things online, very similarly sized, except for the grip is longer, so that you can get your full grip on it, as opposed to the 43, which you can get 2 fingers on there for most folks. Some people a finger and a half. 2 fingers, and then you've got your pinky kind of dangling, unless you use a little extension thing they've got, and then it fits your hand fairly well. But at that point, you're just about the same length as the 43X, and 6 rounds versus 10 rounds. The 43, I have a 6-round mag and a 2-round extension. When you put this on, you're actually a little longer than the 43 is, even when the magazine is in place. So, pick this one up. Haven't shot it. I've already noticed that the little Glock finish thing, I stuck it in a holster. I don't know how well it'll show, but there's a little bit of wear right there already. Something about a PVD finish. The only thing I have on this that's different than what it came with is the little striker control device I put on the back. So that way when you're loading it, you put your thumb on, or I'm sorry, when you're holstering it, you put your thumb on the back, and then you get pressure from the trigger. I got the one with the stock Glock night sights, and I like the little sight picture they give. The Mariglows have a nice big orange dot, but then they have very small white dots back here, which does make it a little bit tougher as far as getting your sight alignment. Obviously the Mariglow wants you to just use the big orange dot, but I went with this because I'm used to this more traditional setup. But it was only 50 bucks extra. So these are the first 10 rounds. I haven't done anything to the pistol. I haven't cleaned it. I haven't done anything to it except for change that little back plate. So let's see how it does. This is 115 grain aluminum Federal. Feels pretty nice. It doesn't have that same twisting kind of a feel that the 43 can have. So first 20 rounds they all fit, and just like they should. Standard Glock trigger. Nothing to be too surprised about on that. It just feels like a 43, except for just a smidge longer. Obviously, the concealment piece, if you are putting it in a holster, let me get rid of the mags on that one and this one. If you're putting it in the holster that I've got right here, if you're holstering your Glock and you've got the 43 with the flush fit, it obviously fits very well, whereas the 43X sticks out a little bit further. And so the printing, I'm 5'6" and about 145. The printing isn't bad, but if I do that, it's very clear that there's something there. Or, depending how you move, you might wind up showing a little bit more than you would with the 43. And again, it's just because of that smaller grip. You'd have to, you can still kind of print there. You can see it. Kind of that same thing if you really kind of lean back. But other than that, if your shirt's hanging down, it ought to cover it a little more easily than the 43X. But that's kind of that trade-off for those additional 4 rounds that you get in the 43X. As far as accuracy goes, I don't know if we can get a picture down there. I was shooting at the middle target. That's 20 rounds. So accurate enough. It definitely does its job. As far as the accuracy goes. You can be a little more accurate than I can, I'm sure. I'm sure the pistol's capable of better accuracy than that, but at gunfight distances, that's not bad. So if you've had the 43 and you want to get something that has a little more in the magazine, but you don't want to do the 26, which I also have, obviously the 26 is thicker. It's not that much thicker. It's about maybe 1/4 inch, maybe a little over thicker. But maybe you just don't like the way it feels. Nice thing about the 43, because it is single stack, or pretty close to single stack anyway. You know, you can get a really good grip on it, and this ought to make it a pretty good shooter for a lot of folks. So this is the Glock 43X.